I'd like to invite our Honourable Chairman, KK Bose, who's here from Dubai, to chair this meeting and address the forum. Thank you.
A very good morning to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I wish to acknowledge the traditional landowners, the Burundi people on which we stand today. I pay my respects to elders, past and present. Burundi Council Elder, His Excellency Yoge Sampaio, High Representative of the United Nations Alliance of Civilizations, the Honorable Telmo Languila, MP, the Honorable John Pandasopoulos, MP, the Right Honorable the Lord Mayor of Melbourne, Robert Doyle, Mr. Sam Afra, Chairman, Ethnic Communities, Council of Victoria, Dr. Vasco M. Najewski, the founder of GDF, Mr. John Christopher Bass, Senior Representative of the UN Alliance of Civilizations, Mr. Peter Georgievsky, Director General and CEO of GDF, GDF board members, representatives from the United Nations, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. In my capacity as the Honorable Chairperson of the Global Dialogue Foundation, let me place on record my deepest appreciation and admiration to the vision of its founder, Dr. Vasco Nadowski, for bringing humanity together through dialogue. Let me also place on record my deepest appreciation and admiration to the relentless work of our Director General and CEO, Mr. Peter Georgievsky, for his continued endeavor to bring GDF to this level of global recognition and acceptance. At a time when global tension seems overwhelming, we at GDF promote dialogue as a means to understand each other and settle any dispute. I consider it a great honor to address this forum held in Melbourne under the auspices of the United Nations Alliance of Civilizations. GDF is a unique, peculiar, and noble organization. It was established as a charitable structure in 2009 and is the result of our 20 years of work. Its basic aim is to help people of various cultural backgrounds and of the same communities, large or small, to learn about one another on a local, regional, and at a later time on a global level, to become friends and good neighbors and collaborate towards building an improved and safer future for all, to share knowledge learned from the experience of their own and other cultures, to successfully integrate into mainstream society in the new world for them. GDF's commitment is to improve levels of sustainability, progress, and integration in new environments by focusing on protecting and maintaining the identity and heritage of each culture, faith, and civilization, creating prosperity in the community of the new homeland in which people live for each other of their future generations, develop care and provision for the needs of members of each culture, men, women, children, elderly, and youth, build capacity for self-sustaining progress and a coexistence amongst cultures, civilizations, religions, faiths, governments, and the people in general of various backgrounds at a local, regional, and global level. Different cultural histories, faiths, and civilization characteristics mean a new world for many people who move to and from meridians and countries all over the world, regardless of whether it is due to tourism or enjoyment, or work and business, or to study or further study. People and cultures, faiths, civilizations will be increasingly intermixed. Therefore, it is our goal to support people and cultures in their communities to create NGO structures for their needs and a better life for themselves. And in their new world, to help the citizens, the descendants of the various cultures, integrate and find their way quicker in the new environment to enter mainstream society and prosper. Without interfering in any state or religious faith matters, this process will create order in the civil sector, self-instilling unrest, isolation, paranoia, and fear will begin to diminish, and capacity in the citizen sector will develop. Protecting the cultural identity and heritage of all people and working to meet their needs for a human, cultural, faith, and civilization aspect, the members of their communities will create a web of collaboration on all levels to promote the development of unity in diversity and humankind towards brother and sisterhood. For a process such as this to work continuously, it is necessary to understand it. Also to recruit noble people with great potential of understanding, with experience, contacts, and influence, respect from the other and for oneself, and an overall appreciation of the other's needs and their identity, with one's own respect and noble characteristics for self and for others on the planet, and with vast experience, influence, and contacts, including faith for a brighter future for all developed and more, a person can feel it and may not have the words to describe the outcome of such a spiritual, intellectual, and material energetic freedom for humankind. In a creative sense, to contribute greatly in building an improved, more secure, and more humane world and a positive development for all on the planet, to bring beauty of freedom and creativity of mind, body and soul, will provide progress and development and a more secure life for all, an entry into a more humane society as universal brother and sisterhood. As a result of considerable effort and commitment, GDF has succeeded in forming a nucleus with talented and noble people who, on their own merits, with the dialogue, will move us closer towards a brighter tomorrow for all on the planet. We, by coming together as in this dialogue and increasing the levels of understanding and cooperation among people and cultures on the community level, and working in the frame of the United Nations Alliance of Civilizations, along with expanding this process, the world will arrive to where we are aimed, in a more human global society, much faster and much safer for the common good. It is therefore our greatest pleasure to welcome you to this inaugural Unity and Diversity Forum. We invite each person to work collaboratively in this direction. As His Excellency Ban Ki-moon, the Secretary General of the United Nations, has rightly said in a message marking October 2, the birthday of Mahatma Gandhiji, as the International Day of Non-Violence, that the work of creating and sustaining a culture of peace and non-violence begins in the hearts of committed men and women. Communities, families, and individuals all have a critical role to play in defeating violence and creating a culture of peace. This work cannot be left to government or international organizations alone. This is where the role of GDF comes in. This is where the vision of GDF lies. GDF is geared and well equipped in all respects to complement the UN to establish a peaceful world society. And this can be achieved only through dialogue. Dialogue among citizens of different cultures and faiths, dialogue among leaders, politicians, and states. May you have an outstanding forum. Thank you all.